Hey guys, happy holidays. Hope you're having a better one than I am. So, octapharma is horrible. I came in there at the end of the day on Friday and they did one temperature and then they said you're deferred because it was hot. I said I wanted another one. I haven't had a job for 9 months. My boyfriend had a heart attack and my car is not working, so I have to come in there at the end of the day on Friday, and they don't like it because I have three black people looking at me at the end of the day on Friday. They don't want to help me, and the lady says Jesus saves or Jesus loves you or something. But the thing is, they're not practicing what they preach, because I know people that go to church and are religious and they practice what they preach. So whatever. So I'm over 40. This trans come in there. My plasma I have donated to Saturn. I've donated to Griffles. No problems. But they want to say, we'll take one temperature, and then they defer me. Well, you're deferred. And they said you could come back tomorrow. This is the way that they treat people. Octapharma is horrible. Go to Saturn, go to CSL, or go to Biolife. Way better. I can't say that, but they just want to get rid of me. They don't like me. But there's nothing wrong with my plasma. I don't have sex for money. I don't have injection drugs. I woke up, put clothes on, drive there, don't have a job for 9 months, did juicing, and took vitamins, all to make my plasma good and all to go very fast. And it's at the end of the day, and octapharma is just lazy and they just don't like me. And that's okay, I'll just go somewhere else. And the reason is because they said you can come back tomorrow. Well, octapharma has a good app, just like Amazon. And the app controls everything. If you can't get into that app, if you work at Amazon, and that app is messed up, you're done. And the same thing with them. So that means I took extra caffeine one day and was deferred. That's my fault. Then I come back another day and they say my temperature is too high, but they do the reading again and it's fine. They say they care about the community. They do not care about the community. They do not care. They just don't want to work. So if I were you, it's the holiday season, I'll have to go to the other places because that's the way they are. That's my opinion. My boyfriend had a heart attack over 2 months ago. It's been difficult. I can't get a job because it's economically depressed in this area. And my car doesn't work. So I have to have a ride to get there after work. Just for $60 so they can take my plasma. And I juice and do vitamins. So don't go to octapharma. That place is awful. They're horrible. You'll have a bad experience, especially if you're LGBT. So I'll just have to go to one of the other ones because they said you could come back, and then they blocked the app for me to log into the app. And then I tried to call them, and you cannot talk to anybody on their phone tree. You go through all the options, and you cannot talk to anybody. So they do not want you to talk to anybody. Is that really what they care about? Donations and helping people? No, not octapharma, not that place. Go to Saturn, go to CSL, go to Biolife. And that's what I'll just have to do because that's the way they treat people. And then they have the nerve to I just could see the pleasure in their eyes throwing out 48-year-old white trans person that can't get their life together, but my plasma's good and I'm donating. But it's at the end of the day. and it's Friday. They want their 40, their weed. You know, it's very frustrating. And you're like, okay, why are you doing this low life crap? You know, so I do think I have to get my car together, transfer my credits from IUPUI to IB Tech, and maybe become a rad tech. But so I need to. Oil is leaking into the combustion chamber, and so I need to get the valve cover, gaskets, and the rings, and take apart the engine and put that in there so oil doesn't leak in there, and then my car will run, and then I can get a job. But do not go to octapharma. Don't avoid them this holidays. They're not even trying to help out the community. They're not even trying to help out me. They wouldn't even give me a break. I have not had any problems. Defer me for a temperature. 1 point of data. And then she's like smiling at me. Jesus loves you. Like, these people are awful. Horrible. If you want a horrible, awful experience, go there. They don't want to work. They don't want my good plasma that's vegan, that has juice and vitamins in it. Like, I do that on purpose so I can go through when they needle stick me till then they withdraw from the IV site 40 minutes. I'm not going and having a bunch of cholesterol, and I do all that, and so I've spent gas, so now I can't log into the app, I can't call them because they don't want me there. It's sad. And you wonder what's wrong with America. That's what's wrong with America. Lazy people that don't like transgender people. And now I don't have money to afford my hormones, and then I get more testosterone going in me, and then I get more angry because I don't want the testosterone in me. It makes you angry, it makes you aggressive, it makes you focused on things. I don't want that. I don't want that. I want the estrogen, and I'm running out of it, and now I can't afford it because the only option I have in an economically depressed area. I'm sorry, all these are bummers. These videos are bummers, but that's what's going on. I don't have anything else to talk about. If I have a job and I could do electronics videos and be happier, but boyfriend has a heart attack, can't get a job. It's all the Fed hasn't lifted they haven't changed anything on the interest rates, and it's people are like, I listen to the news. They're holding on. Employers are holding on to their jobs, or they're holding on to the people, which means they're not letting people go. They're not hiring people. Even though I don't have a degree, I have almost 3 years of biology. I have 2-year degree in electronics. That doesn't matter when there's not the jobs there, and they're holding on to people. And then on top of that, my car doesn't work. I could fix my car and get hormones, but octapharma is just want to be lazy and hates transgender people and just hates me coming in there. It's awful. So this holiday season, hopefully things will get better for me. And do not go to octapharma. They are do not practice what they preach. They have strict guidelines, and they want to defer you if you come in at the end of the day. Well, no, it keeps them over. You know, when I worked in high school, and I worked at Wendy's 20 years ago, we closed the dining room at 10 o'clock at Wendy's. And you know what? Guess what? A family would come in at 9:40 with a wife and kids. Family would, and we'd be like, we're closing the dining room. They're gonna order all this. Oh yeah, that's. Oh, so you want to live in America and have a capitalistic society, but then you're gonna make the rules and make it way difficult. I live in the community. I'm spending that octapharma money, not anymore in the community, not anymore on hormones. That would just have to be on testosterone, and I'll be way more of a horrible person because of the testosterone. Because I can't afford it. Because they don't want to work past their time. They don't want to do extra temperature. And when they did an extra temperature, it was fine. The temperature, so you tell me the temperature's over, everything else is fine. Like, they're just looking at little technicalities to get rid of me because it's the end of the day on Friday, and that is awful. That is horrible business model. That is laziness. That is people that don't care about their community. So, this is my opinion, go to CSL, go to Biolife, and go to Saturn, because they don't care about that. They want plasma, they want people, and they want donations. They don't want to just clock out and just be lazy. So, that's my experience, and I'm sorry that these are all bummers, but that's what I have to deal with. Broken car, boyfriend has a heart attack, and I'm trying to do plasma, and they're just not even, Jesus saves, Jesus loves you. Okay, well, obviously there's nothing wrong with me. I've been doing plasma since 2018, had fine plasma, vegan diet, no injection drugs, no HIV, no nothing. Like, I know from a biological standpoint what a quality, your cells, what you eat, your body, you're bathing your body in alcohol, fentanyl, whatever, that makes the cells messed up. That's why they'll have, like, they tell mothers not to drink or smoke. Well, because the baby's in there and it's connected. It's not like it's some kind of, it affects the baby and it's growing, and the cells are, all millions of cells are affected. So when you do fentanyl or PCP and then go to hit the Old Country Buffet, then go into plasma and wonder why it takes 90 minutes. I don't do that because I understand I don't want to be in there any longer. In a cold, I'm cold. They have the air conditioning jacked down. I hate that. Cold. And then they have TV on. I have to put on the headphone blockers because I can't stand whatever show they're having on because it's so obnoxious. And then I didn't sleep because I was so angry. I was so angry that they keep deferring me and keep wanting to get me on technicalities that I stayed up and watched Griffin Gaming, which was fine. I'm on the internet. But then I don't want to come in there and try to do plasma when I have been up for 2 days, because I've been up for 2 days before and done plasma, and it's horrible. You feel drained after you do plasma. And then if you stay up for 2 days in a row because of insomnia and caffeine abuse, and then go do plasma, wow. You feel like you've been thrown down a couple flights of stairs, and it's hard to recover. I even took part of raw juice to have after I did plasma there, and that wasn't the case. So I don't want to go back on Saturday because I planned all this stuff to do plasma on Friday. I don't want to go in there and have a bad experience and have them have me lying there for so long because I didn't take care of my body because of the technicalities. Do not go there. They're horrible people. They do not care about trans people. They do not, well, they're not it's a donation center. They're not a charity, but it's a business, and I have high quality plasma, but they're lazy at the gateway where people are coming in. It's a big conglomeration. Don't go to that one. Go to Saturn, go to Biolife, go to CSL, and that's what I'll just have to do after I fix my car so I can buy hormones and then not be aggressive because I run out of my hormones because I can't get a job because it's an economically depressed area. I'll just have to go back to Amazon. It's just, this is my life. You guys say, oh, why aren't you happy? Why are you on the internet? You're on. Well, this is what I have to deal with. I have to deal with these people that won't even give you a little tiny break. Well, there's nothing wrong with me. They don't want, there's nothing wrong. They could get the plasma. They want it, but they're not paid by how much plasma they get out of people. They just clock in and clock out. Shadows that clock in and clock out. And they're in our community, and I say, don't support that. Don't support that. Don't support that. Because that's what you're supporting if you go there. So, sorry all these are bummers, but I can't fake being happy and making videos, and I can't do that. I don't want to do the pH or the X video. Because I don't feel like I can't fake. I do things that are based on my mood and how things are going. I can't fake happiness. And for happiness, I'm just saying I just want to do plasma, which most people hate getting stuck with the needle. They're most of the places I go to, they're very good, and I don't care. I've been stuck with needle over and over and over and over again. Worked at Community South and worked at IUPUI or IU Health. They give you flu shots. They give you all kinds of measles, mumps, rubella. I have so many. I've been stuck with needles so many times. I don't care. I understand. They're professionals. They're cleaning the site. This is how it does. It's a little painful. I've gotten used to it. I've had so many injections every year when I worked at those hospitals at Community South and in IU Health. Every year they would have a flu shot, and you had to comply with that, or you had to have some kind of doctor's note. And there was always some people that would just say, "Oh, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it." You work at a pink hospital, you know? I've had so many flu shots, all this stuff to take care of my body, and I don't mind them doing that. And I know from my standpoint of view, to take care of my body, I'm just exhausted because this is the stuff I have to deal with. I'm sorry, these are all bummers, but this is what I go to these jobs and old white ladies would try to get me out of the job. Oh, yeah, I don't like you. I don't like you. You're just weird. You're just weird and trans. I don't like you. Well, then I have to do others. I have to end up doing other stuff. I want to work and I want to work and pay taxes. But then if you prevent people from donating plasma, you prevent people from. Well, then this is why people. Then this is why I end up in trouble, because I can't get a fair deal. I'm just exhausted, tired. It's a drag. When I have energy and education, and then, oh, they don't want you here. I don't want you here. You're trans, you're weird. You just look weird, you're trans, you're weird. We're closing soon. Get away. Go away. Just go away. Tired of it.